Hey guys, how's it going? This is Davin with davindeedoodles, and thank you so much for joining me. This video, we are going to be going over not only what I've colored for the past 2 months, but also some original artwork I've done, mostly because I'm ashamed to say that there isn't a whole lot of coloring done from the books. I do understand most people are here strictly for that, so that's where we will be starting, but if you are kind of curious what else I've been up to and why it's so embarrassing that I have only like 6 pictures to show you from the books, I'll also show you this and you can kind of see what's going on and why. So, that said, I am going to start off with the mandalas book. I liked them a lot at first, but they've become stressful for me. I have trouble picking colors. I sit there, I don't know where to begin, I don't want to do it, and I become more and more frustrated. So it is just something I haven't been working in, but I did do 2 pictures. I did something that would be really good for something like Huevember. You can see the metallic colors, there's shades of like blue greens and blue, and I really like the thing in the middle, the little flowery looking thing. So I do like that. And then I also did this. This is flat colored with the Hoo Hoo markers, and I just wanted it to look like basically a little pond with some like yellow, I don't know, decoration, and then the flowers kind of floating in it. So I went ahead and did it with very spring colors, very bright colors, something that I normally wouldn't typically put on a flower, but it does look really pretty, and that's basically everything I did for this book. Yeah, so that's basically 2 pictures. I'm embarrassed to say I didn't do more out of Cute Witches. We're gonna zoom out here a little bit. I don't know what happened. I think it was just October and November were very stressful months in general, so I didn't want to color as much, and when I did color, it just kind of felt, I don't know, I don't want to say forced because it wasn't, but it just felt like it wasn't good enough and wasn't what it could have been, and I was putting too much pressure on myself to do a good job. I actually did this while I was on vacation. It was a witch kind of themed after Harry Potter's Slytherin, but she's got a little crow over here, so maybe she was at one point supposed to be Ravenclaw and she has a raven for a pet. I don't know. But this is how she came out. Tons of green. I think I kind of overdid it with the green. But I actually really like the skulls. Like, I think the skulls are my favorite part. And like the skulls down here, like they're my favorite part. I don't know why. I also really like how her skin came out and the way I did her hair. But other than that, that's pretty much all I did in this book, and that's embarrassing. Because it's so cute. It's a really cute book, but I kept looking at it going, I just don't want to color that right now. I don't want to, so I didn't. I also actually picked up this book, which was surprising. I wasn't, it's not my favorite book. I don't know, I don't gravitate towards Jade Summer a lot anyway, but there were some images I really wanted to do, so I did this one. You would recognize this one from the video. I think it was the last video actually. It was the Moonlight Fairy. I did tons of different stuff on it. I did markers, I had gel pens, and I also, I had pencils on this because I tried to do like a glowing effect for the stars, and I definitely used the gel pens to give like extra detail to her wings, and you could see on her cloak there's more detail there. So it's just kind of like a shimmery piece. I just wanted something kind of tranquil, kind of quiet. And then I did this. This was something I did in October. This was actually a ton of fun, and it's probably the only vampire image I like in this book. And I think it's because I felt like it was calling out to me in so many directions for like fan art. Like this kitty and this toy look like Pokemon to me. And then I saw like this weird little bat thing, and I'm like, that looks a lot like a Pikachu. So I decided to make her like dressing up as Ash Ketchum. And even this back here, I was like, okay, this is gonna be Pamela Isley, aka Poison Ivy. So I just like threw all kinds of fan art into this, or like fan art coloring, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. So I had a lot of fun. This one was probably one of my favorites for the Halloween idea. I really like how that one came out. That was a ton of fun to do. And then I only did 1 Halloween picture out of this one too. It's like, I don't know what I was thinking, but, well, I know what I was thinking. I was really stressed out. That's what I was thinking, especially because a hurricane hit right when this came. But this one was one I did right at Halloween, and it's Supposed to not, it's not a pumpkin, it's a gourd. I wanted to make that pretty clear with the colorings being like yellow and green. And then I put like, you know, Halloween colored lights, so, you know, it was more Halloween-y. And you've got Freddy Krueger down here, and I don't know what the deal with this kid is. I want to say he's sneezing, but I think he's supposed to be scared. So I had a lot of fun doing this one, just because I kind of took it a weird creative direction. And I left the ghosts white, but I gave them a little glow from the lights and stuff like that. So I really, really think that is just too cute. And then at this point, I was extremely stressed out and I just needed something to relax, so I went to this book. And I ended up doing this one. This is one of my favorites, period. I really love the fall colors I tried to put together. I, you know, colored this a little darker. I made the flowers darker and added more purples, and I tried to avoid having too many bright greens everywhere. And it just kind of spoke to me because this little dude here in the hammock, you know, he's napping, and all I really wanted at the time was to have a good nap. So I really, really love how this one came out. See the bottom there? And I like the lights and the flowers. I don't know, there's something about it. I had considered putting on a background, but I just like it the way it is. It just still speaks to me because I could still go for a nap. So for those of you that were interested in the coloring, like I said, it was only 6 pages or something, so that was literally it. I'm going to be moving on to original artwork at this time. If you want to hang out with me and continue, thank you so much. If not, thank you again for watching so far. But this was a really short video if I just stick with this, so I'm going to show you what else I've been up to. So, that said, I tried to do Inktober, and I didn't get it very far because I wanted to do monsters instead. So this was my first attempt. This is actually Lisa from Resident Evil. I love this picture. I love what I did with it. I love the colors I used and that everything is dark and gray. I love my grays, you guys know that by now, but it just fits her character so well. And yes, these are different colored faces, so that's what that is on top of her face. But I love this picture. I want to make a print of it and just have it somewhere on my desk. This is also something else I did. You guys are going to recognize this from a video. I was feeling really down and depressed and I just wanted to do something cute. And so I did Robin. He's easy. I love him to death. And I actually decided to draw his little girl that he's constantly kind of looking for. He watched her grow up. He has a really strong bond with her. And so I decided to draw her, and she is just too cute, and it was like a touching little moment of her trying to fix him with like band-aids and stickers and stuff. So that was what I did in this book. And I also want to show you what I did in my big marker book because it's going to show what I was trying to do originally for Inktober. So this, oh, that's a different picture. Where'd it go? This is my character sheet for someone named Calhoun, aka Cal. He is a space mouse. I don't know why I decided to go with that, but I did. And he's adorable, and he's pudgy, and he has heart-shaped boxers, and he drinks coffee, and he scavenges like spaceships and stuff like that. He's basically a little adventurer, and I just wanted to try my hand at doing like an actual like character sheet for somebody and then seeing what he looked like. I made a video out of this too, but he was a ton of fun to do, and I'm actually going to add a second page of like where he lives, his workshop, and things like that. So these next few images are actually going to be of Cal. He is, oh, nope, went too far. He was my theme originally for Inktober. For every day in Inktober there was a prompt, and I was going to try and include him, but then I got bored and didn't want to do it. So I did spend some time doing this though, and this actually took a bit of time every day. So yeah, it took away from my coloring, but I feel like it's worth it. It's very cartoony in this one. This is just him, he's underwater, he's scavenging like a ship here, and his tail has caught the attention of a giant dumb fish. So there's this image. He's also got like a really cute scuba suit. It kind of sucks in his stomach for him, so I thought that was adorable. We also have an image here. theme of the day was bulky. So this is him underwater, and he is like dragging behind his bulky, you know, finds. He's going back to his own ship, which I don't know where it is, but that's basically what this is. And if you look really closely, I don't know, you can see that he's missing part of his tail from that fish. So the fish did get him. And this is one of my favorites. There's two that I really like. This one is one that I like a lot. It is him working in his workshop at night. He has got his radio playing. The theme of the day was radio. And he's working on something in the background here. He's either taking apart or trying to fix it. So this was an instance where him facing away. It was me playing with perspective and different viewpoints for characters, which can be difficult to do. But I love how this came out. And P.S., I don't know if I mentioned it, but this radio is from the Brave Little Toaster. This is my other favorite. The theme was Blade. And basically he's using like a giant machete to cut like his, I don't know, I think they're tomatoes or something. He's making himself breakfast, and he's using a gigantic oversized blade to do his cooking. And I think that might be it. So I know that's a sketch. Oh, yeah, okay, there's this one. This one is, oh, if I can find you. This one is Fancy. You can see he has a bow tie. He's running a comb through his hair. This was one of those days I wasn't really feeling it, and I was starting to get bored already. This one was Teeth. I don't know why I did this one, but I did. Basically, humans are not known to him in his world. Like, they are missing. They're off on another planet somewhere. Like, he's never encountered them. They're kind of like extinct. But he's come across like a denture store, so you can see different teeth, and like there's probably posters of teeth, and he's like freaked out, like what were these humans doing? And then he has to try some on, and he's looking at himself in the mirror. I think that was actually it. Oh no, there's one more. And so Cal is actually part of Robin's world. So I decided to do Hope, and it was just a cute little picture of him trying to cheer up Robin and you know, pointing at a shooting star, and you know, they're hoping that they'll be able to find his human girl for him in the future. So it was just a cute little image to end on before I started drawing monsters and other more interesting things. So this is actually what I've been doing. There was one more thing that I did, and it took forever to do, but it's a video that I haven't put up yet. So you guys just aren't able to see it. You'll have to stay tuned for that video, but I will say thank you so much for joining me. It means a lot that you take your time to come out and hang out with me and see what I've been up to, even if it's not all coloring books, some of it's original stuff. If you like seeing my original stuff, I'll leave a link to my Instagram and Facebook down in the description. But I mean, I will be more than happy to include this more often in my monthly review videos as well. So let me know what you think, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and I will definitely be bringing you another video very soon, because I have bought a ton of stuff and I cannot wait to show you guys. So thank you so much again, and you guys have a really good week.